Hey, good morning. What's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? How am I doing? Oh, I'm feeling great. Oh, it's another beautiful day in Chicago. A bit rainy, but other than that, pretty nice out here, I must say. And today, I would like to talk to you guys about a term that the ex-Jehovah Witnesses use all the time. If you're a Jehovah Witness and you're watching this video, I think you should pay a little bit close of attention. Pay some close of attention. So check it out, right? Whenever somebody leaves the Jehovah Witness organization, they use the same term all the time. I woke up. Which is interesting, right? Because to use that term, I guess it would mean that at some point you were unconscious, you were asleep, you weren't really aware of what was going on around you, because that's pretty much a state of sleepiness or being unconscious. You're not aware of what's going on around you. When else would somebody use this term? Because usually, if it's just about the information, right? Let's say, oh, you learned some information about something, and because you've learned that information, you're no longer with that thing. Okay? For example, if you're walking around and you believe you have the biggest ding-a-ling in the world, you'll be pretty proud of that. But then you find out that the common duck has one of the largest ding-a-lings, pound for pound, on the planet Earth. Yeah, the common duck has one of the largest corkscrew-shaped ding-a-lings, pound for pound, on the planet. Once you hear that, you can't say, oh, I've awakened from thinking that I had the low. Like, no, I learned some information and now I know better, you know? But it's not like that when it comes to the Jehovah Witness organization. And there's been times where somebody gets some information and they find out that the Jehovah Witness organization, the stuff that they preach, they don't agree with, and the information that they have proves that they don't agree with it, and they have a ground of standing on as far as it not being true. They take that information and they just say, oh, well, I'm not going to be a Jehovah Witness anymore. And at that point, they're just like, you know, I got some information. But if they do further research and they can find out really what the organization is about, you're like, wait a minute, they're just a bunch of greedy, power-hungry, crazy men. When you get to that point, then you're like, whoa, I've waken up. Because all this time, everything I was seeing, all the stuff I was feeling, all the stuff I've been through, I thought it was for religious reasons. I thought it was for God. I thought these were holy people that were just confused. Then I woke up. See, the reason I would like for Jehovah Witnesses who watch these videos, because I know y'all watch them, to especially pay attention to this one is because why would an ex-Jehovah Witness use the term woke up? I woke up. Pay attention to that, because it all comes down to information. How crazy is it that the Jehovah Witnesses will not accept information? Won't accept it. Where else in life can you present somebody with actual evidence contrary to their beliefs and they just ignore it? Just, I don't want to believe it, so I'm not going to believe it. Where else in life can that happen? If I told somebody, hey, your dog, yeah, he broke into my house and he peed on my rug. And they're like, what? My dog would never do that. What evidence do you have? And then I show them a videotape of their little Cocker Spaniel coming in my house, humping my cat, and peeing on my rug. The video's so clear you can even see the collar they say Lassie on it. And my neighbor's like, my dog Lassie would never do that. I don't care what this video shows. Can you call that person a logical person? Can he be regarded as a reasonable person? He couldn't be, right? Because this is the thing. Evidence matters. Or at least it should matter. Evidence should absolutely matter. You shouldn't be able to just say whatever you want to say and do whatever you want to do and not have anything to back it up. You know what I'm saying? You know how the world would work if evidence was not important? How would the world work? Hi, yeah, somebody's dead over here. Looks like he got poked a bunch of times by a very sharp object. And the man over here holding the knife said he just laid down and he died on his own. So we're just gonna say this is death due to normal causes. Really? Is that the world you want to live in? Where we just ignore evidence that's right there in our face? Because apparently that's what Jehovah Witnesses want to do. Y'all can argue with people about the Bible all day and all night. But to even talk to somebody who's an ex-Jehovah Witness, we have to first not reveal that we're ex-Jehovah Witnesses. And we also have to not say anything negative about your leadership. We can say negative things about God. You know what I'm saying? Like if a Jehovah Witness came to my door right now, and I didn't let them know I was an ex-Jehovah Witness, I did tell them that I was an atheist though, right? I'm like, I don't believe in your God. And I explained from my point of view, like, God didn't help the slaves, and God didn't help a bunch of people who needed him when they prayed to him. And they were faithful, they believed in him, and all that stuff. And he did not come to their rescue or their aid. And I did once believe in God, and I asked him for help with several situations, and he just never helped me. Ever. Ever. Not alone not being able to see or talk to him, which technically would be the simplest of things for him to do. Of all the hard things you ask him to do, God, please, I have cancer, cure it. And then somehow, eventually, after chemo and all this other medical miracles that happen, once you finally get healed, instead of saying, oh, thank you, doctors, you're like, thank you, God. So he can do all that complicated stuff to save you, but he can't do the simple thing of revealing, hey, look, I'm God. See, he told you I exist. He can't do that, though, huh? That will be my argument to them. And I can have that argument with them, and they'll show me a bunch of scriptures, and it'll be all good, and they'll battle me all day and night to try to get me to understand. But the moment I say, hey, I used to be a Jehovah Witness, that's the only time I'm a threat. That's the only time I'm a threat. Because as long as you can look at me through the goggles of, oh, this worldly guy don't know what he's talking about, he's not part of the true religion. As long as you look at me through those goggles, it's easy to dismiss any and everything I say. Any and every valid point that I make, it's easy to just throw it away. But when you learn I used to believe the same stuff that you believe, and I can easily explain and give evidence of why you shouldn't believe in it, then I'm a threat. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Evidence, as far as the Jehovah Witness organization being wrong, has never been a problem. We have a ton of evidence. Like, where do you want to start? That's my biggest fear, somebody coming up to me, Jay, show me evidence right now that Jehovah Witnesses are a false religion. I don't know where to start. That's my biggest fear right there. If somebody came up to me right now, Jay, what evidence do you have to prove that the Jehovah Witness organization is false? Well, okay, 1914, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the time I'm able to form a cohesive argument, they're already like, see, I knew you couldn't do it. I'm like, no, they bombarded us with too many evidence. They hid some of the, they gave us so much evidence that they're a false religion that I don't even know where to start. But the funny part is, whatever I do tell somebody, I have actual evidence to back it up. And the funniest thing is that 99.9% of all your apostate literature was written and published by the Watchtower and Tract Society. I find that hilarious. 90%, 99%, 99.9%. And that 1% is probably just some weird guy. But almost 100% of all quote-unquote apostate literature was written by the Watchtower and Tract Society and published and was for your consumption maybe a while back before they got some new lights. Oh, they've got a new light about everything. Like the world ending, they got a whole bunch of new light about that. And blood transfusions, oh, they got new light about everything, baby. If you ask me, they light bulb always going out and they got to get some new light. They got a whole room full of light bulbs because they old lights keep blowing out. But yeah, man, information is important. And whenever you leave the organization, it's considered waking up. Because to use the term waking up, it's a description of what it actually feels like when you leave. As long as you're in it, even if you don't go to the hall regularly no more, if you're mentally in, you've not waken up yet. And once you do wake up, oh my God, it's the greatest feeling ever. To finally know that you're free and that you're going to be okay. It's the greatest feeling ever. But anyway, I'm hoping y'all having a great day. My day going good so far. I'm hoping it keeps going that way. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, okay? Holler at your guala. Subscribe if you haven't. Deuces.